So today I'm going to talk a little bit about how your thoughts on what people are thinking about you is limiting to you. So let's say if someone is in the same house as you, like a friend or something like that. If you're the type of person who's a people pleaser, generally you're going to say, oh, like, I hope, like, I don't want to, go to the bathroom right now because I think they're sleeping, or, oh, let me go and grab that thing that I need to grab later because I don't want to, like, go into the same room with them. There's, like, a fear of being perceived. There's just a fear of not being a people pleaser, not pleasing that person. So you kind of you do limit yourself, and it's this disgusting feeling where you're just not living your life. And honestly, we only have one of those. We only have one life. So if you're constantly editing yourself to make other people more comfortable, you're going to end up becoming losing yourself. You're going to literally lose everything that you know about yourself. I've experienced this. This has happened to me in life, and now that I realize it, I've noticed, okay, I've literally lost a part of myself. But you know what? That's good. I'm glad that that experience happened because by the time that I regain that confidence, I'm going to be completely and utterly solid. It's not going to be this confidence that's not really rooted in anything that can be broken down. When you create confidence from a place of like, okay, these are my boundaries. I know that when I'm, on vacation or in a house with like some friends, I need to have this time to myself, or like I need to be able to have a few hours where I can kind of just like listen to music or do something creative, refresh my energy, stuff like this. Or I need to go for a walk every day. I need to go outside and see some nature. Just knowing yourself creates this unbreakable, true confidence. When you truly know why you're doing things, people can't poke at it and say, "Oh, you uh, don't know how to do that," or you're not good at doing that. You can say, "Okay, yeah, I'm not good at doing that. That's not what I want to do at all." Um, Also, like having these, like having people say something, maybe a little bit like let's say for example, if you're a little bit self conscious about eating too much food. Like you eat a lot and maybe you don't like the way that you look. So when someone mentions like, "Oh, um like let's say you're talking to a friend and they're like, "Oh, uh I couldn't finish my food. It was too much." And then you say, "Oh yeah, I finished all of it." And they're like, "Oh, really? Like you finished all of it? Like I couldn't even eat it at all." For example, a lot of people who are insecure are gonna say, which I have experiences, are gonna say, like, "Oh my god, like, I, feel so gross that I ate all that food. Like, this perfect person over here didn't eat all that food." Sometimes we put other people on really high pedestals and we don't give ourselves that same grace that we kind of give to other people, where we put them on a pedestal and we're like, oh my god, this person is so like put together and they did all these things, but I'm like, you know, all the way down here. So yeah, just really knowing yourself is going to allow for you to really create this really protective armor. So try to spend some time noticing these patterns where you are kind of like a broken record. You're like, oh, I can't go out, you know, because I don't want to seem like I'm trying to call attention towards me or stuff like that. Just don't think about what people are thinking about you. That's step number one. Once you can't be harmed and like affected by the way that people think about you, because the way that people think is so unpredictable. You can't expect to please everybody. If you do that, you will lose yourself. I promise you. And you don't want to lose yourself. If everyone did that, we would have such a empty world. And I think that you just owe it to yourself to be able to say, you know what, this is me, and I need to create this bubble because you are not going to affect me. So yeah, that's step number one.